And the police state ends with me. And we made it one more day. Today, I want to talk about how the new, in vogue weapon of many police departments, and as well as the Bartlesville police apparently, the Taser, is not non-lethal, but simply less lethal than a firearm. Get that? A Taser is not non-lethal. It is simply less lethal than a firearm. Now please see the article down in the description below. Again, I'll say it one more time. Tasers are not non-lethal. They are less lethal than a firearm. Anyone with a heart problem or prior heart damage, say from being electrocuted in the past, such as myself, would likely be killed by a taser blast. In fact, too many people die from tasers. Now that is factual from events right around here where I live, as well as all over the United States of America. And they are mostly unnecessary. These tasers are being used as torture weapons, not truly as a needed weapon, and simply as a big kick for psychopathic police officers. They just love it. See again, these sociopathic and psychopathic behaviors bring about joy for the bad cops when they can torture a citizen of the United States of America. They use the excuse of having to taser a citizen just so they can have the fun of torturing them. Somehow, so far in the United States of America's society, this has been acceptable. And basically selling it as being better than being shot. Tasers are supposedly better than being shot, but using a taser is likely more painful than being shot and still has a likelihood of death. So which is better? Pain then death, or just a quick death? Unfortunately, that decision is often left up to bad cops, psychopaths. They like to scream and scream, "Stop resisting, stop resisting, stop resisting," as they beat them, taser, and kill innocent citizens. I mean, that is a pattern all over this country, and everyone can see the videos. Stop resisting, as the person's just sitting there, and they're just beating them and tasing them. People, again, remember, no matter what, the law is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. So every single encounter like this with the police must be treated as such, as an innocent person. But it is not, because we are a police state. This torture weapon, tasers, this torture weapon is just a good time for a psychopath, not an effective civilian police weapon. And it should stop right now. As I've mentioned several times in prior videos, the police are in no true threat from the citizens of the United States of America. It is more dangerous to cut logs, fish, pick strawberries, and be a bartender and 13 other jobs than it is to be a police officer in the United States of America. They don't need a torture weapon. Citizens should not suffer just because of politics and propaganda that is not true. That police have a most dangerous job and are at war and risk from the citizens of the United States of America, that is lies. If you want more details on that, rewatch the video titled "Bartlesville Chief of Police Speaks Propaganda." Now I'll repeat this. Tasers are not non-lethal. They are simply less lethal than a firearm. Many people have died from a taser. In the USA, heart disease is the #1 killer. Okay? And if you have a heart problem or have ever been electrocuted before and or have a heart problem, such as myself, a taser may very well kill you. The police know this. So the misuse of a taser should be way beyond a slap on the wrist for an officer. Charges should be filed every time it happens. The police know there is a significant risk of great harm or death to the person. So do the politicians. Everyone knows, everyone that does any reading. I'm not saying everyone knows. I'm saying anyone that does any reading knows that the #1 cause of death for Americans in the United States is heart disease. And everyone that does any reading knows that if you have a heart problem and you get hit by a taser, your likelihood of dying goes up. They're not non-lethal. So like in the article down in the description below, there is visible evidence that many police are using the tasers as torture weapons and putting lives at risk. Just more police state terrible behavior towards the citizens of the United States of America, the incarceration nation, police state. It should make you sick. More than that, it should make you want to jump up and scream. The police state ends with me. With that said, I'll see you tomorrow.